welcome to another edition of English Makes No Sense. Thank you for joining me. It's me, SL Rockfish, right here on the SL Rockfish YouTube channel. You know what we do here? We do books 2 days a week and fun with English and how it makes no sense 2 days a week. So welcome! Today we're going to look at a word that I just love because I love to read them and it's summertime and I like to read them on YouTube. The word is book. You know book. It can be a noun, like, written work between two covers. This is a book. One of my favorite, Dr. Seuss. So we have, book can be both a noun and a verb. Let's look at the official definitions. Book, written work between two covers, or a ledger, like we're going to put it in the book, like for accounting. Okay? And then we have book, the verb, to make a reservation, to take to jail, and get your personal details written down, like we're going to book you if you don't come, if you do it again. That means you're going to be put in jail. Don't get booked, okay? Or book it is slang for move fast. We got to book it because if we get caught, we might get booked. Got it? There's the verbs. Now, book has a little more detail to it. If you dig deeper, you can find out all sorts of things about the word book. I know, 4 letters, lots of meanings. It's used. Here's some things we can do, like to make a reservation. What are some things you can book? You can make a reservation, so you can book things you can book. A hotel room, a ticket for a plane or a train, a tour. I like all 3 things, but because of Corona, I can't do a lot. Then, we have idioms for with books, like sayings that we use for books. Okay? By the book. Try to work these into your conversation. If we say something is by the book, means to follow the rules. Cook the books. Make fraudulent entries in business. Don't do that. But a lot of people do. Okay. Clear the books. To get rid of debt. I'd love to clear the books. Then we have close the books. Bring an inquiry to an end. Like, well, we're going to close the books on this investigation. So we're going to close the books. Another one's in the books. That means something's over. Like, say, if it was a party, your annual party, say, well, there's another one in the books. You're not really putting it in a book. It's just saying it's closed and it's history. Or you can keep the books, do the accounting. If you do the accounting in a hinky sort of way, in a not so truthful way, you're cooking the books. See, the books are here, the books are here. Keep the books to do the accounting. To cook the books is to mess with the accounting. Those are a lot of things with books. Now, you can also make book to make a bet. You can be an open book. You're totally understandable and you have nothing to hide. Or you could be a closed book. He's a closed book, that one. Secretive, unknown. Okay? You don't give a lot of information. You're a closed book. Now, you can put in one's book, like if I say, well, in my book, you're an okay chap. It means you're a good person. In my book, Pizza Hut is way better than Domino's. I don't know. I don't eat there that often, but in my book, that's how you say it. Or in his book, the Bears are better than the Packers. Well, in my book, the Packers are way better than the Bears. See? In my book. Now, if you can tell somebody what they're like just by looking at them, you can read someone like a book to easily understand a person's motives. I could read her like a book. I just knew what she was going to do. If you can read someone like a book, you're pretty smart. Or they're pretty open. And now, if you want to punish someone severely, like, get them in trouble or do something bad to them, you can throw the book at them. Did you know there were so many things you could do with a book? I didn't either. I started looking them up and I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I remember that one. Now, here's the review of the slang. Can book it to move fast. Let's book it before we miss our flight. Now, there's also the most important book in many people's lives, the good book. That's always known as the Bible. Like, remember what the good book says, okay? So there's a million uses, probably. That wasn't a million. That would be a lie. There are many uses for the word book. We can have book the noun, book the verb, many idioms with books. We could book it, gotta go fast. I would like to book a reservation. Okay, I'd like to make book. I'd like to make book that there's gonna be an NFL season. That means to bet. I could clear the books, get rid of my debt. Okay? Now, if you want to remember the rest of them, rewind and watch again. Now, you are ready to read and understand this sentence. I booked a vacation to Hawaii after I read a book about it. We booked a tour in two places very close to one another. We will have to book it to make them both. What? Come on, English.